フルカウンター
Alright, so Freyja might be the most requested character to come from Going Cross. Ever since she got revealed like 6 months ago now, people have been saving for her, myself included. I mean, clearly. But I have made a massive discovery that might confirm that she actually might be the next Ragnarok character to come out and might be coming out this January, at the end of January basically. But what do I mean? Well, in a recent video, they actually went through why they haven't been doing Ragnarok, which is because of festivals and collaborations, which I actually don't believe them. But they do say this. Ragnarok will be returning, or paraphrase a little bit, but it will return and also be at the same pace as the original 7 Nation storyline, which means we're going to go back to the 2-month Ragnarok chapter, which is what we're used to. And of course, Ragnarok chapters means Ragnarok characters, and Freyja got revealed many months ago now. So literally, she has been blueballing us for months now, and she might be coming, especially because her actual animations were updated, which might mean they're getting ready to release the character. And I am taking full credit on this because I actually found out how actual animations changed, I think nearly 3 weeks ago now. I was going through my actual video about Ragnarok most requested characters, and I noticed how actual animations were changed, and I posted on my Twitter, and I saw a few YouTubers make a video about it, which I'm fine for. I don't really care too much. But if the character is next and she does come out, I'm taking full credit for this because I did this in the past. I don't know if you realized, but when SDSGC came out, and we knew it was coming out, so it wasn't that much of a spoiler. But the character, right before the character released on JP, actually had his animations changed again. So this is not the first time he's done this. Literally, SDSGC, his animations went from this, which you can see on screen now, towards this. Once again, nothing too much, but they did up the animations, and even in story mode, the animations are a lot different to how he actually plays out in game. But my big point was he was changed before the character got added, and they've done this with Freyja. The very likely character might come out now. Now let's go over what was changed, because to be fair, one of them is very subtle, one of them is very obvious, and the third one, I'm not too sure existed. Let's just jump into it. Alright, so what has been changed? Now, believe me boys, I went through hours of footage to see this, and this is what I've noticed. So, firstly, all 3 skills have been changed. The tier 3 of the actual attack card, the leopard one, has been changed slightly to be honest with you lot, to reveal her chest more. I know it sounds crazy, but you'll see in a second. The tier 3 animation of this one, I believe, was never shown. I think so. I'm not actually entirely too sure. I can't prove this. But I went back and watched every single footage of every single gameplay that I could find on YouTube of her. And no one ever showcased the tier 3 of the debuff skill. They only ever showcased the tier 3 of the attack card. And they only ever got a tier 2 animation. The tier 2 animation plus the tier 3 have now been changed to add the crown, and also as well the ultimate has now added the crown too. So I feel like, considering the crown wasn't in the game, you'll see what I mean in a second if you haven't seen it, they locked off the tier 3 animation. Once again, I can't prove this, but if someone can show me footage of someone recording the tier 4 animation when she first released 5 months ago, then I'll believe you. But until now, I feel like they actually locked this animation until now. So there's let's actually just rush ultimate here, or at least for her. But we can showcase the tier 2 animation, which is the change skill. So I believe this attack card, once again, nothing's really changed here. But notice right now, when she does her tier 2 chain card, her actual crown is now here. So boom. That's what's been changed. Once again, nothing too crazy. But like I said, I feel like they hadn't showcased the actual tier 3 of that card. And, okay, we never got the tier 3. It's very hard to get, by the way. I believe it took me like an hour to get it, which I know sounds weird. But let's showcase the ultimate. And this is kind of what's been added, right? The crown. And it's nothing too new, basically, because if you go back and watch the footage, the actual special effects are still there. It's just the crown wasn't there. But now that they're actually updating the animations and adding the final touches, it likely means the character's coming out. So, like I said, very, very noticeable. I was recording my video and I realized, hang on, this is not here. So it's very, very noticeable. And then now we can actually showcase the actual other animations. Alright, so on screen now is the actual animations for the attack card that came out 5 months ago. My face is in the way, but you can still see the animation. And yeah, it looks really simple, looks really, really good. Then we go towards the new animation, and you can see right now. Now you're probably wondering, it looks the exact same, and it basically is, but considering that they've now, from what I believe, changed the tier 2 animation of the debuff skill, changed the ultimate animation with the actual crown, you can know the difference. And this is the exact same frame that I've taken from both the actual characters' animations from the past and now. And the posture's changed a little bit. If anything, it's now been updated to be more revealing for her actual chest, which is kind of funny, right? But yeah, once again, the animation's been the exact same, but you've now slightly changed that, and I believe that's just more evidence towards the character being updated to get ready to release. this is the tier 3 debuff skill, and you can see the crown has now been added. Once again, this wasn't here, and once again, I do believe that there was no footage prior to this actual update that showcased the tier 3 animation of the debuff skill, but when she first came out 5 months ago. I can't prove this because I have no footage of it, so once again, if you have footage of it, do let me know, but don't just comment it saying, yeah, I've seen it. Show me actual footage, because at the moment, I do believe this was never seen before. So yeah, once again, very subtle, and I'm very surprised that we noticed it, but I did, so I'm glad I did, because once again, the character, I believe, really is coming out sometime soon, and I do believe at the end of January will be the perfect time, because we do get a 76 chapter every 2 months, and we know we're going to get one in 2 months time after obviously Meliodas, and getting Ragnarok for obviously for the end of January makes so much sense towards me. And since, well, she's a fan favorite, to return Ragnarok with her will be a massive celebration in a way, and will bring back the hype towards Ragnarok. And not only that, her actual animations are really good as well. The funny thing is, she does have 2 actual AoE cards, so that might be really good for Brunhild. Brunhild has kind of fallen off a little bit because she's not that great no more. She was kind of more of a defensive character in top 100, but she does have weak point AoE, and it really is one of the best cards in the game, at least for doing AoE damage, right? So if we get a new Freyja that comes out who's a Ragnarok character that benefits from actual Brunhild's actual passive, which is obviously to increase the actual beta stats by 2% for every Ragnarok character on the field, her and Freyja might be kind of OP. You can imagine AoE weak point with actual Brunhild and then 2 AoE skills from the actual Freyja, and it would just nuke the whole team. What she does do is bleed, I believe, and in like power strike. It's not what she's gonna get in game, don't worry, but I do believe these 2 animations will definitely be in the game and are gonna be probably broken. So Freyja, not to confuse with Freyja, I think it's how you pronounce the brother one. Since the brother is also unknown, it's very likely she's unknown. She's also unknown here. Although they tell you are goddesses, because they're not actually goddesses from 70 Sins, they are classed as unknown, which I definitely do prefer because I am a bit of an unknown main. So she might work on the unknown team. Unknowns already have massive support for the game, and we just got one of the best ones right now in the game as well, that being Nanashi. Nanashi has the passive. Granted, you do have to rate the actual relic, which is very hard to make. His relic, which is currently out right now, I definitely probably work towards making this if you do plan to use Freyja. Although she may be used for a Ragnarok team, we don't know what the passive is going to be. She will be unknown, so she might be beneficial with Nanashi in a sub slot. Maybe a little coincidence here, but it is called Garmir's Tooth, which sounds like a tiger tooth or leopard tooth, and she has got leopard. Once again, just saying that. But yeah, beta stats for unknown race by 30% is insane. Defensive stats as well by 20%. This is a really good relic that I really need to make, so she might benefit from that. So honestly, if you plan to summon for her, even if she comes out in 5 years time, probably work towards this relic. It might be worth it. His costumes are now on sale too. I went over my recent video, but I'll be definitely making his actual cosmetics and also his UI gear, just because this is a character you probably want to invest into if you do plan to use unknown characters. But like I said, we've seen this happen in the past when they released a slot with Esterosa. Right before the character dropped, his animations were actually changed. So if we're seeing the same pattern with Freyja, then it's very possible she might be coming sometime soon as well. So boys, thank you for watching. Like I said, these animations got updated probably around the Escanor release. It's been about a month now even. But now that I got a bunch of free time since all my videos are done for December, we're now getting around to doing content. So boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.